So here we have the Kia Cee'd GT line, 1 litre turbo GDI, so that's the petrol engine, on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's got alloy wheels and tinted windows around the rear. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat as well. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in great condition, but it's also a fantastic looking car, particularly in this metallic white. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are as good as new, as you might expect from a 67 plate. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, in the middle we have the speedometer, and then on the far right hand side the fuel gauge. You can see in the middle, as well as it being the speedometer, we've got the trip computer, which displays the total miles for this car, which are 4,855. You can change the information that's displayed above that using buttons on the steering wheel. So you've got trip computer information, as well as satellite navigation, the radio station or music that you're listening to, and then 2 different vehicle settings menus as well. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we've got cruise control and speed limiter. We've got the buttons I was using a moment ago for the trip computer, and we've got this button here. This will change the sensitivity of the steering wheel, so every push of that will change the steering mode from comfort to normal or back to sport, again, whichever one you should wish to have. So on sport, for example, the steering will be firmer. On the left hand side of the steering wheel we've got stereo controls as well as phone controls, so we've got the ability to answer and end phone calls. We've also got voice activation for the phone, so hit that button, ask it to dial anyone on your contacts list, and it will do that for you. That is of course once you've paired your phone, which is done on the central screen over here. So this car's already it's got satellite navigation firstly up in the top corner there. In terms of the radio, there's a number of ways to listen to music in this car. It's all touchscreen. You can see this car's got DAB digital radio as well as FM. It also has AM radio as well. And in terms of other ways to listen to music, nothing is connected at the moment, but we've got a Bluetooth audio. So not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can stream your music wirelessly as well. And we have an auxiliary and USB input on top of that. So plenty of ways to listen to your music. And actually, while we're on here, the other thing that's worth seeing is the reversing camera on this car. So we've got reversing sensors. We also have this full colour image showing guidelines on the ground, so you know where the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. So really easy to park as well. Beneath that, we've got the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the temperature on the passenger side, the driver side, turn the air conditioning on from there, or you can hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you. When you're controlling it yourself, the fan speed is controlled just here, and then you can determine where within the car, you would like the air to blow using these buttons at the bottom. Underneath that, we've got 2 12-volt charging sockets, one here and one there, as well as the auxiliary and USB input that I mentioned previously. We then have the ability to turn on the front parking sensors independently from there, and a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.